Hey guys, Short Films with a brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shop video today. Today gonna go out to see if things came out today, see if things are on sale. Today though, new release-wise, there's actually quite a few new things coming out, so there should be a few different things out in the stores today. The first one coming out is Civil War. That one's releasing today. I think I might have seen something about, did I see something about a steelbook for that? Maybe at Walmart. I also know Challengers is coming out today, as well as Boy Kills World. That's one that I didn't get to see in theaters. I'm definitely interested in that one. As well as Twister's coming out today on 4K for the first time. I think there was like a steelbook for that one. And there's a handful of other smaller releases coming out today as well that we'll be looking for. Also though, if you guys hadn't heard, you guys didn't see my video last Tuesday, I was talking about how I joined the cast of the upcoming science fiction horror film Alien Horde. You guys can check out the link below and find out how to get involved with the film. The movie's going to be shooting in the Los Angeles area late August into early September, and you guys can get involved with the project with, if you guys want to come in, out and act in the project as well. There's also producer levels and lots of other perks you guys can check out on the Indiegogo for the new one that I'm going to be acting in. But anyway, though, also, though, at the end of this video is going to be a whole bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews for some things that I received to review and talk about for you guys. So definitely stay tuned for those as well. But anyway, though, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into the first Target we go. And we'll take a look in here and see, as we always do in the front, in the $1, $3, and $5 spot. I think it's pretty much the same stuff in here, but they kind of like occasionally put different stuff in here. There's a mirror thing in here, little mirror. Yeah, the pillows changed out. They were like all these ones, like the pretzels and stuff, and now they switched out to like moons and like clouds and stars and stuff like that. So those ones changed. But yeah, there's a lot of like really just random things in his little teeny water cooler things and stuff like that. But we'll go and check though, and look, always closed right here. That self-checkout, I don't think we ever see that one open in this location. It's like, I don't know when they open it or when they use it or anything. And then right here though, we always check here where the movies used to be, and it's the books. And I don't think I remember seeing this one. What is this? Like a sort of like a Hansel and Gretel looking type book. I don't know what that one is, but that I definitely do not remember seeing that one in here. And then that one might be new too, that I don't remember seeing there last week. Then you always check the turd mags. Anything new here in the turd mags? But we'll head over to the actual section though. There should be, a bunch of new stuff changed out today. So fingers crossed. Let's see if they have switched out for the new stuff today though. All right, so let's take a look and see what they have over here. And I do see some of the, oh yeah, this is the one thing I forgot came out today. Abigail. That released today too for $25.99. And they have Civil War here. The 4K, it doesn't look like they have, oh no, the 4K is in the wrong spot. So that's $27.99 for the 4K. And they do have Challengers here for $25.99 today. And then the Boy and the Heron, that one released today as well for $26.99. So they did seem to get out the new stuff today. So at least they did put out the new releases today though. And over here though, when it comes to like the squish and stuff, doesn't seem to like there's anything new here. And I always have this joke too, when there's none of the Bigfoot squish, this monkey here always gets mad and starts beating things up and gets real piassed. But no, when it comes to these balls and stuff too, those I like those put together ball things. I haven't seen any other new ones. There's supposed to be like some Hershey ones coming out. These ones were strange. No one seems to like these ones, these put together like bath bombs. They're really peculiar and they're not as like interesting to do. I don't know. I don't think anybody seems to really be liking those ones, it seems. Let's see if this location has these little Ninja Turtles. I found at the one location they had like little mystery blind bags. I don't think I showed it on video. I think it was like the one, I can't remember which location it was. I think it was the one, a different one I might try later to see if I see them, because they're like little teeny mystery like bags for like only like $3 and stuff. But doesn't seem to be anything else new here today though, as far as I can tell. Into Walmart we go. And we've not peeked yet, so I have no clue. I haven't seen any like, sometimes when you walk here you can like kind of peek and see like the side of the shelf if anything looks like it's out yet. But I've not done that. I always have to walk this real specific way. Yep, I just saw like a tiny peek. Yeah, see, look, I'm seeing it. See from right here? You're kind of peeking, like, oh, wait, what is it? Yep, I'm seeing stuff. Let's see. I'm seeing Civil War. Let's see. I actually see some stuff on the side too. So it seems a bunch of stuff. And they're actually advertising Abigail, which is cool. And they have Civil War, the 4K for $24.96. The Blu-ray is $19.96. And then Abigail is $22.96 for the Blu-ray. It's $17.96 for the DVD. And then they have a steelbook here for the boy and the Heron for $34.99. It's a 4K Ultra HD steelbook. And then $26.96 for the standard Blu-ray. And let's see, what was this? Ghostbusters. So that wouldn't have been new. But I saw on the side a bunch of new things over here as well. Tara, that one came out today. I like this movie. I actually thought this was actually a lot better than I thought it was. And it was honestly kind of creepy. There was actually one or two stuff in it that I found creepy. And Challengers I loved. I love the music in this especially too. The only pain is it doesn't have any features, which I'm so surprised that, like, I feel like maybe down the line we'll see this movie come out from like Criterion. This honestly is a movie that Criterion really should do. It's really, really good. So I mean, I don't know, we'll probably see something, because I can't imagine nothing feature wise. And then Unsung Hero, that one released today as well. I think the one kid from Sling Blade was in here. Yeah, Lucas Black. I've always been a fan of him. I haven't seen that one though. That one is $19.96 for the Blu-ray, and it's one of those strange ones where it's like the Blu-ray DVD digital combo is $19.96, and then the DVD on its own is $19.96. So it's like, well, why would you just want that? I mean, I feel like it would be the smartest thing just to buy this one for the same exact price, and you get the Blu-ray and the digital. I mean, I don't know. It's just like the way my brain thinks. I'm like, why in the world would you even want the other one? Then, oh yeah, and there's even more stuff today, guys. It's a lot today. Like I was mentioning, it's a big week today. Somehow Aquaman 2 just ended up there. But Boy Kills World, that one really came and went from theaters though. That one was a real like kind of, that one really was a quick one. And then this one with Pierce Brosnan called Fast Charlie. I don't know anything about that. If you guys have seen that, let me know. And then this one too, which I'm hoping to get a copy of this one soon to review. This one looks interesting. This one, Deer Camp 86. If you guys have seen that, let me know how that is. But either way, I'll definitely be picking that up if I don't get one soon for that, because that one looks really cool. I like those kind of like films. Other than that though, that seems to be all the main. I think though in here, I'm seeing, like I've mentioned to you guys before, every so often this section randomly gets some newer things, and I see some random stuff like in here. Like this one I don't remember seeing, this Universal Classic Monsters one, I don't remember seeing that one, and then the Chucky one I don't think I remember seeing. But then all the other ones I'm pretty sure I've seen in here. And this is cool. This is the character that kills Joseph Palaquin, who's in my film Skate to Hell, was in Five Nights at Freddy. His character gets killed by the cupcake one. So that's cool. They put that character on the slipcover. Into the second Target we go, and we'll see if this one has anything different. And this is the one where I saw those turtles like blind bags that I got two of before, so we'll see if they have any of them left. The thing is though, I find a lot of times that those like box things like that, a lot of people just buy the whole thing up and then they're all gone, so we shall see. Let's see if this one has anything different in this section. I'm not really expecting anything really. Oh no, look, this one here has absolutely nothing whatsoever, so they didn't actually stock anything new out whatsoever, so that's the thing. But let's see though if they have any of those turtle ones though. Yeah, well, they do have these ones in here. They were only like $3.99 or something like that, so I'm gonna get a couple of these ones, probably like 2 or 3 of these ones in here. Into the second Walmart we go. This one doesn't have everything locked up, so we'll see if this one stocked all the movies today. I have noticed though, this one isn't that great with putting them out though, like changing out the new releases, so it probably is a good chance it's all the same stuff, but we shall see if they put the things out today. So then at least we can look at the back of them and everything, but we shall see. And yeah, see, like I was saying, guys, this is the location where it's kind of like they put some stuff out and not others. Because you can see, like, a lot of stuff's missing, but then they have, like, randomly Unsung Hero. He's like a big rush. He's like running by real fast. The shoes. They have like Unsung Hero out, but then they don't have anything else. So it's really weird. And then like, see this, where it's like the steel books, and they have like random things in the wrong spots, like the Meg and Halloween. But they do have the Cocaine Bear steelbook. This is one of the new Walmart exclusive ones. That's a pretty cool one they have. But as you see, it's just kind of real random. And it's like totally the wrong things in the spot. And then if you look right here too, in the you know, this section, it's all the stuff from the past couple weeks. They didn't put out this week's new stuff, so probably like next Tuesday, then they'll probably have the stuff switched out. But as of, you know, today, it's all the same things. But sometimes they have random stuff. And you can see the horror section, all the tapes are gone at this location. This one never got the, oh no, they did get the masks, but they were gone like since the very beginning. They still have a bunch of the Toxic Crusaders. They still have three of the arts left. But like I said, the tapes, those ones were the ones that went really quick though. But it seems to be all the only things I'm seeing in here different. But like I said, none of the new stuff changed out in here today though. Anyway though, guys, that was all for my brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these shopping videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Also though, let me know in the comments below what you guys ended up picking up today on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K, if you ended up picking up anything today. Also though, let me know anything new that you guys have seen in the theaters lately. This past weekend though, I did see a couple different films. I saw a MaXXXine, which I was really interested in seeing and, you know, really looking forward to, because I really loved Pearl and X, because basically X was first and Pearl was the prequel to it. I really loved X, and like both the movies too. Like Pearl had a really incredible like look with the Technicolor, like the colors was very vibrant and, you know, really amazing colors to it. And then with X, it was really like done incredible with making it look like it was shot in the 70s and having that kind of a, like, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Hills Have Eyes kind of look, and the colors and all that stuff to it. And this one was set in 85. And it was funny, because I was listening to like some interviews and stuff, him talking about like Vice Squad, no, I think it was Vice Squad, and some of the things that were like references to the film, and, you know, that were inspirations and stuff like that. It was so interesting too. He was talking about his favorite movies, and one of them he referenced, you know, Ty West, the director of the film, was Body Double, which is definitely on my list. But it's so funny when you watch those lists of people talking on Letterboxd, like, I don't know if you guys look at those, saying their favorite 4 movies and stuff, and I'm like, well, me, if I was naming that list, I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna like, you know, fake it or like try and put like high profile things or BS about it. I'm gonna say what I really like, and I'm gonna be like, Clifford, It's Pat, you know, Bill and Ted, both the Bill and Ted films, you know, like, not bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, be honest. They're the ones that really like. Little Monsters, you know, the ones that I really like, my real, you know, top list movies, It's Pat, you know, those movies. But it's just always funny when you like hear put like these movies, you can see they're really reaching to grab these movies. I'm like, no, your favorite ones are more weird stuff, and you just don't want to say it because everyone gives you a strange look and stuff. It's just funny when you watch those videos, because I'm like, man, my picks for favorites are always just like, you know, what I really love and like to watch again and again, are really fun and stuff like that. But MaXXXine though, I will say it was done really well for seeming very authentic and very much like very 80s, the way it was shot, everything with, you know, the music. I will say though, it wasn't my favorite of them. I didn't think it was as good as the other two. Yes, it had bigger names and everything in it, but that didn't equal better in any sense. And I also feel like you look at some of the interviews, and he didn't brief some of the actors on things they should watch to get into the mindset as much as he should have. Like me, I mean, I know they're bigger names, but just tell them, these are ones I recommend you watch. It's what I always do. I mean, that people that I work with, I always say, these are ones I recommend in the mindset of it. And that's what I did for Desert Fiends with a lot of people. I said, these are ones I recommend. And like Grizzly 2, you know, had a lot of inspiration for, you know, for Desert Fiends. But I don't know. I thought it was okay. And I could see like areas where he was like, okay, this was taken from Crimes of Passion and The Booth, and this was, you know, because I watch all the things that he does too, so I know where things are taken from and where its inspirations are from. I liked it. I will say though, watching people leaving the theater, I heard some of the people leaving talking about stuff that like resonated. And one person, a couple of these girls were talking about, if you guys know the movie, there was something involving smashing something. And they were saying they were like goo. And I'm like, well, if they like that and that's what they were talking about, be ready for Desert Fiends. There's lots of that. That's the one that I did. But I still liked it. I liked MaXXXine. I thought Mia Goth, you know, is really great in the film. But I didn't absolutely love it and find it better than the other ones. I did not. The other film that I saw was the newest Despicable Me 4, which I thought was fun. I have not watched all the films in the Despicable Me series, though. I think I saw The Last Minions,
And I think I've seen all the Minions, but I've not seen all the Despicable Me's. I will go back and look at them though. I really like this one, and what was cool too is this one was written by Mike White, you know, and I've always liked Mike White's stuff, and like ever since his early movie Chuck and Buck that he wrote, which he actually starred in that film too, which is a great movie. But you know, he wrote like School of Rock and a whole bunch of stuff. But he's always a great writer, and he also directed a movie and wrote a movie called Year of the Dog that I always liked too. Anyway, though, that was all for the you know, the review portion of the video and everything. But now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first one I got here is from Universal, and this is one I saw in theaters as well. And I really like this movie. It's a film here called Abigail, and this is from the directors who did Ready or Not and the most recent Scream film, or I think the most recent last two Scream films, most recent last two ones. I really liked their stuff. This movie was great. It kind of had that like sort of like that House on Haunted Hill, and one of those kind of like vibes of people in one of those haunted houses. It wasn't at all like that, but it had that kind of like feel to it a little bit, because basically it was about a group of these all these kind of robbers that had broken into this mansion and, you know, had kidnapped this girl who was a ballerina, and basically they have to kind of watch her, and they're holding her ransom for all this money and things like that. But they basically come to realize there's something up with this girl, and basically weird things start to happen. They start disappearing, and it's like not a good thing. It turns out to become a whole big situation. It kind of, like I said, it has that House on Haunted Hill kind of vibe a little bit, I guess, because of being like trapped in there and like what's going on. It has that sort of feel to it a little bit, but I really like this one. It's a great ensemble cast too. A lot of people are in here. It has Marissa Barrera, who's in the Scream films, most recent Scream films, Dan Stevens from The Guest, and a bunch of different things. Kathryn Newton is in the film. A really great cast. I really like this one a lot. It has on here, though, feature-wise, deleted extended scenes, a gag reel, a commentary track, and some featurettes on the film here as well. Now, the next ones here, these ones are from Lionsgate, and these are Walmart exclusive steelbooks. And these are, I have two ones to show you guys. This one is really cool, and this is like one of the ones, too. This is the first time this movie's kind of like had like a re-release or anything, and like since I think it first came out on Blu-ray back in the day. I honestly think I think that was kind of all there ever was. I don't remember any other editions or anything like that. And especially for Romero movies, there's not tons of like steelbooks or anything like that. So we have George Romero's Die of the Dead here on steelbook, and this is a Walmart exclusive edition. You can only get this one at Walmart. This is a great movie. I remember too when I first saw this one, it kind of like, I remember this, you know, this is before I went to one of the conventions. Right when this came out, I remember I got to talk to George Romero, and I remember how I was saying to him how it's just such a pain that like this movie released like right after Cloverfield, and like I remember when it came out, like people were all comparing this to Cloverfield, and he shot this movie like a year before Cloverfield. It just was like bad timing on when it released, so there was all these weird comparisons, and he really wanted to talk about that, like how I was like, yes, everyone kept bringing that up at the time, and like the Cloverfield thing and everything, how it was like the similar thing, because this was done all found footage and stuff. I like this one. I really thought this was actually pretty effective, and not as cool as Land of the Dead when we're talking for the later sequels, but I still really love this movie. It has all the original features on here, a commentary track on here, so featurettes, character confessions on here, visit to set on here, and I'll show you guys though a look inside. It does include a digital code. Here's the original poster artwork as well. I remember when this first came out too, it didn't, when it went to theaters, it didn't have like a huge theatrical release. I remember it was only at like select theaters. It was kind of hard to find, and I remember I kind of had to drive out further for that one. The other one here is from Lionsgate as well, and this is also a Walmart exclusive steelbook as well. And this is a really cool, this is the Escape Plan, 3-film collection here. And yes, there was 3 films in the Escape Plan series. I feel like the first one was the best one. Arnold was only in the first one, but I like them all. They actually were all pretty fun movies. The first one, though, is the best, though, about that basically trapped in prison, and it's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Stallone. They kind of have to try and figure out how they're going to get out of this prison. And there's like some twists and stuff to it as well. But really cool, and it's on here too. So the first one is on its own disc, and the sequel is on a double disc in here. But really cool set too if you guys are a fan of the escape room films. The next one here, this is from Neon. This is a movie here called Immaculate. I saw this one in theaters as well. It stars Sydney Sweeney. This is actually a really creepy film. And the one thing I liked about it, too, was it had a very, like, the first Omen 2 came out. It was a similar kind of feel, too, with, like, done very retro to feel very 70s. This one felt even more 70s in a way with some of the music they used. It kind of had, you could tell that they were kind of going for that Italian, like 1970s, and some of the kind of music you'd hear in like the nunsploitation kind of movies back then. They were kind of putting some of that, like that, I don't know how to explain it, but that real Italian nunsploitation kind of music they used, Argento-y kind of vibes and stuff to it. In some of the music, it has that kind of feel to it. But it's basically about Sweeney, who is, just basically new as a nun and kind of went to this new convent, and weird sort of things are starting to happen when she's there, and weird things are happening to her. And it's a very, very creepy movie. I don't want to ruin it, but it is a really, really interesting movie. I liked it a lot. I thought Sweeney did a great job in this one as well. One funny, like, trivia fact, if you guys want to see me in a movie that Sweeney was in, watch Dead Ant. That was like, kind of right before she kind of blew up. The next one here, this one was from Welgo USA, and this is a movie here called Last Stop in Yuma County. This one, though, I was like, kept looking at these locations and going, that was like the House of a Thousand Corpses. I'm pretty sure that was what they used for Captain Spaulding's. This is like a very famous location to shoot at. Very expensive, though, because I looked it up. Very expensive location, though, for the hours. Like, when it comes to like renting locations, they do it all by like, sometimes it's a daily rate, sometimes it's hourly, and it can be like 100, or it can be like 1,000 or more an hour. And this is one of those more expensive an hour one. But a great location. They have like a hotel there. I think that movie No Vacancy, or there was some movie with Dallas Lovato that shot like all of that location. I don't know. I paid too much attention to like locations and stuff. But basically, this is a movie about kind of like one of those middle of nowhere diners, and basically people who are all kind of, working and living there and everything at this diner in this small town, and these robbers basically come through the town and kind of, lay claim to this diner, and it's basically kind of what ends up happening there with these criminals there. Really well acted movie here. Jocelyn Donahue's in the movie, Sierra McCormick, a really great cast. Also, in Hell, Everybody Likes Popcorn. Richard Burke, he's in here as well. And also Barbara Crampton is in the film too. It has on here, though, commentary track and making of and a trailer on this one. The next one here, this was a really interesting thing. This one is from moviezing.com. I'll have a link below where you guys can order this one for the best price. And I'll have a link below where you guys can order this one. It's it's interesting. It's a movie here called Once Upon a Time in Hollyweird. And it's sort of a documentary, and then sort of not, and sort of like, it's basically, though, the late Tom Sizemore. I really, if you guys know, I work with Tom Sizemore in a bunch of my films and became friends with him. He's a really nice guy. So it's like, man, I wish I could ask him about this, because it was really strange, because it's like, I don't think that he finished doing this before he passed away. And there's pieces in here where I swear it's like an impersonator or AI doing his voice. Because, I know his voice. And it's like, I can do my own Tom Sizemore. I used to always like do my own impression. I was like, yeah, Tom Sizemore. Yeah, Sean, it's just Tom Sizemore. You know what I mean? I know, I talked to him a lot. I love Tom Sizemore. He was like, anyone I've ever worked with, I feel like he's going to still, to the day I die, will be my favorite. He really will be. I know it, but it's just really interesting. It's hard to explain this, but it's kind of like Tom Sizemore talking about Michael Madsen and about him going missing on the set of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and kind of like there's clips of like this movie that was never released where they were all in together. And then like Tom Sizemore was playing a private investigator, but you could tell they only had a little bit of footage of him, and they were using like doubles and stuff. It's hard to explain. It's one of those things that's interesting to look at, but it's hard to explain what it is or anything. The next one here, this is from Cleopatra Entertainment. It's a movie here called Cocaine Werewolf. This is directed by Mark Polonia. This was a fun movie. And what was cool was Cleopatra got behind this, so they ended up, Cleopatra has a lot of music and things like that. They release a lot. I think they're a record label. So basically, they have access to a lot of really cool music. I know Putting on the Ritz is a song that they have licensings to. And basically, though, in this, it's the first time you're seeing a Polonia film with like bigger music and stuff. And it was pretty cool. Like some of the stuff in here was used really well. It's basically, though, about this werewolf that's basically that's using cocaine and going crazy and going and killing people out in the woods and stuff. I thought this was fun. I think this, and it was also too, I would say, when it comes to Polonia, like filmed and the way it was shot and stuff, was probably the best shot of any of his films I've seen. It was really well shot. The next one here, this is from Cauldron Releasing. This is one of those movies that's always one of those infamous films I always remember hearing about. It'd always be in like documentaries when they would talk about like hard to find movies and kind of like exploitation films and things like that. There's a movie here called Ratman. And I always wanted to see this too because the star of this film was the star of who was the kind of the clone of in Island of Dr. Moreau. So basically, he was in Island of Dr. Moreau after this film, Marlon Brando's clone character. And basically, in Island of Dr. Moreau, his character was only going to be in like a scene or something, but Marlon Brando like really liked the guy and was like, I want him in every scene with me, no matter what, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm leaving. So he basically forced and said he had to be in all the scenes, and that was kind of what created Mini-Me in Austin Powers. Without that, I don't think Mini-Me would have existed in those movies. But this is basically about a kind of a part rat, part man that was like caged and kept by these people and basically got loose and is going after people, and like they have to try and get him back and stuff. It's a crazy movie. Has on here though some interviews with the cinematographer, interview with the camera operator on here, interview with the post-production consultant on here, commentary with film historians on here, as well as a trailer on this one. The next one here, this is another one that I always remember hearing about as well from Film Masters, and this is a special edition release here of The Crippled Masters, and I want to let you guys know that was available. And this has on here though the full commentary track on here by Will Sloan and Dustin Terlux of the Important Cinema Club, Kings of Kung Fu, a documentary on Ballyhoo Motion Pictures on here, original 1982 trailer and recut trailer on here as well, and then original raw scan of the film, and then before and after restoration on here as well. The other one here from Alternate Innocence, to let you guys know that was available, was Ozhan's Transgressive Triple. This is a triple feature here of 3 different films. This has a sitcom, Criminal Lovers, and Water Drops on Burning Rocks here. Like I said, one of you guys know this one was available here from Alternate Innocence. And the last one here is available from MVD, to let you guys know that was available. It was a movie which stars Rosanna Arquette and David Bowie called the Linguini Incident. And this is the director's cut of the film here. And this has the high definition trends on here. Let's see, it has commentary track on here with the director and some of the actors on here. Another commentary track, a documentary about the making of the film, photo gallery on here, 2024 theatrical trailer, original trailer on here as well. But anyway, though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. And like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.